Welcome back to Grand Tactician The Civil War. This is part 6 of the Confederate Campaign that started in 1864. We're starting up exactly where we left off, just at the point of battle. If you missed the previous episode, I'll put a link to the playlist in a pinned comment. There'll also be a link in the description as always, and of course you could just click on my channel and find the video you need to go back to check it out. So this battle is the Battle of Suffolk, Virginia. I'm literally recording this straight after finishing recording the previous episode, so I'm going straight onto it, so it's nice and fresh in my mind what's going on. So we're going to just crack on. We're straight in here with the setup. So we are on the offensive in this battle. The objective point is only one. It's Midland Railroad, and it's down as lost. Just up here in the middle of the map. The map looks grim. There's a lot of woods here. So likely artillery won't be playing too much of a role. And we'll have to try and hit him in the flanks. I'm not sure how he's going to deploy. I'm assuming he's going to deploy somewhere around the railway station here. I'm assuming it's a railway station. I'm not sure. It's the kind of railway cross lines. So yeah, we're not starting with everybody on the field. We are starting with Withers Corps. That's our main force, but Pickett has not arrived yet. So we're going to deploy in marching columns. I'm going to put the guns right here, so they have quick access to the road. We've got 2 divisions of infantry. D.H. Hill also starts on the map. Let's just have a quick check to see how long Pickett's going to be before he arrives. 11 hours. I'm sure it didn't say 11 hours before, but actually it's already 18:26. So 6:30 p.m. That's okay then. So what we're going to do, we're going to press start. We've got no cavalry, sadly. Or do we? Oh, yes, we do. We've got cavalry attached into this division. I'd forgotten about that. Let's actually go ahead and detach that cavalry unit. So we're going to send them ahead a little. The terrain, yeah, it does look pretty grim. There's a lot of woods here, but the road looks half decent. The aim of the game is going to be to pretty much try and gain a victory here. We need some victories on the field. We need to dampen Union morale. Hopefully we can do something about Lincoln getting re-elected in the coming election. Going to start our men moving. Our main force is going to come to this left side of the lake here. Pond, lake, whatever it is. We're going to come to the left-hand side of it. When Pickett arrives, if he arrives in sort of decent time, we'll deploy him on the right-hand side and we'll press in and see what we can do. We'll see what we can even see of the enemy by then. Let's speed this up. There'll not be too much happening in today's battle. I wouldn't think. It'll go on to the second day, pretty sharpish. And the main action will occur then. We don't want to advance too quickly. We don't want to get strung out. We don't want problems, basically. So I believe sundown and the end of the day will be somewhere around 2100, so 9 p.m. It's not too far away. We've not spotted the enemy. Oh, and I didn't... Why is Y's not moved up? I don't really get that. Just going to slow this down a moment and have a quick look at this. Wise is part of Green's division. I don't know why they didn't move. Pickett's expected from the west, and he's still 9 hours away. So the courier's coming to Wise here. We're going to tell him to move on. I really don't know why he didn't move. I was pretty sure I'd moved the whole unit. The whole division, I should say. I'm going to pull this cavalry out further around to the left. I'm not in any hurry to engage in a fight here, if I'm honest. I'm waiting for Pickett to arrive. We need those extra men. They've got 22,000 there, and we've got about... yeah, there we are. Wounded in action. Wise? What? General Wise has received severe wounds in combat and has been carried to the ambulance by his men. Morale in his brigade is stable with no casualties. What? So this is just one of these crazy things that can happen in this game. It's bollocks, really. I mean, what on earth? I don't know why he didn't move out in the first place, and now he's wounded. You haven't even started fighting yet. Right. Well, it is what it is. So Pickett's arrived now. He's got 6,500 men. I was going to deploy him here, but actually it makes more sense to deploy him over to further to the right, and he's near this road. So this is our main force is here on the left with Green and Taliaferro. Taliaferro? I don't know if I'm saying that right. The guns, I'm going to move them up here. I mean, I don't know. I guess they're probably, yeah, they can't get any shots off here. Can't see anything. The cannons are not going to be much use in this battle, basically. So Withers has got to move up there. I don't know why he can't deploy the army commanders and the corps commanders, but it's okay. So Hill, I'm going to keep him here, sort of in between the two and on the road. And that's about it. I don't think we're not going to set up defenses. We are going to be offensive here. So let's press go. It's 6 a.m. next morning. I'm going to continue moving around the flank with this cavalry. Colcook's cavalry. I cannot believe that Wise is wounded. Maybe he tripped and broke his ankle or something. But I honestly don't know what the heck happened to him. But we're going to move these guys forward. If I was the Union, I'm not sure where I would deploy here. It doesn't seem very deployment friendly, really, but possibly along here where you've got a little ridge. But it's not going to be good for his guns either, unless it cheats, of course, and just lets his guns blare away, which would not surprise me too much. Yeah, so the morale of our troops is not amazing. Fighting spirit, 45%, so that's why. Quite a lot better for these guys. 81% fighting spirit. We still have not spotted him. Surely we would know if he was here. Sent out skirmishers from this division, but we still haven't seen anything. Let's push these guys forward. Is he not on the objective? He's not here. Okay. Well, let's take the objective then. So yeah, like I say, it's important to be victorious on the field here, basically. Our guys all flashing, wavering already. So if possible, we'll get him to attack us. Yeah, we've taken the ground here. So that means we can take up a defensive position behind this railway line with give us a little bit of cover. I don't really know. I don't know if he'll move. Sometimes they just don't, the PC or the computer. We shall see. Where can he be deployed? I'm going to ship our cavalry up this way to have a look. See if we can find them. And failing that, we'll take these entry points. Our men are still getting in position anyway. And like I say, we're not in a rush here then. We've taken this place. We're on a minor victory. His morale's even lower than ours. Although he still has objectives 10. Is it? There's not another objective on this map, is there? Nope. Just the one. Okay, so we still haven't spotted him. Pressing the carve out to the west here. West? It's not even west. It's north. Construct some breastworks. I don't know how useful they're going to be, but Pickett's men are exhausted. We'll let them have a moment and rest once they get into the cover of the railway line. So where are these Union cowards hiding? Right, so we've taken this little entry point. I'm going to press these guys on. I don't want to go too far. We don't want to get these guys killed. If need be, we'll take us to the third day. Is he going to be arrayed here on this open ground? Probably. I mean, I'm pretty knackered, pretty exhausted from their trek. So we'll let them rest up. There's no rush, like I say. So this guy's brigade is actually at 99%. Wonder why the rest of the unit aren't as good. Because he's from that, right. I thought he was part of the other force, but he's not. So where is the Union? Where are they? Incredibly frustrating this, trying to find them. I'm going to send out some skirmishers to go and have a look, see if we can spot them anywhere. We've not captured this for some reason. Pretty annoying. There they are. Or at least that's one brigade. There's another one. In parapets, I mean, what on earth are they thinking? So they're formed in parapets, like, facing that way? Okay, well, he's on the move here. I'm going to pull our skirmish. So they're reforming now, I guess, or are they pulling out? Okay, so we've got the cavalry on his flank here. Ish. I mean, I know it's technically up to him to come and attack, but I don't think they're going to do that. So I think we're going to push forward. Green's division. Talifiero's division. We're going to push them up around this side. Pickett, like, I'm kind of wary about committing him into a fight because his men are really low morale. But so they're on the move. I don't know where exactly they're going. We're nearly at the end of the second day and nothing's really happened. I mean, except for some real frustrating maneuvers from him and ridiculous setup from the PC, from the AI. Alright, so he's reformed up here. Right, fine. Fine. Okay, so redeploying again. Day 3. What a strange battle. Oh, breastworks. Alright, so it did let us. Okay. How can that be the range for them? That's fine. It means we can pull back into these parapets if we need to. Pickett's going to swing around this way. Hopefully strike them in that flank. Talifiero going to push up on the other flank. Okay, let's hope this works. Right. So, I mean, Can somebody explain to me why they would possibly be facing the other way? I'm going to change these guys to long-range fire. Why are they going there? That's not where I told them to go. Pull back immediately. Morale of our troops is really poor, so some of theirs, we need to break some of their men basically. But this is like, things like this do not help matters. What on earth is this detachment doing? Why are they going there? Nobody told them to go there. Great. Going to get Pickett moving soon to counter this movement of his cavalry. We got 600 men. I don't really know how. I'm gonna risk it times 2, but not much more than that. Dismount, please. If we could just start firing now, that would be amazing. Thank you. Come on, let's get moving here. high casualties. With 1,200 casualties in that brigade, and they're still fighting. Pretty sure if that was one of our brigades, they'd be running for the hills. Pickett's men finally in position. It's just too late to do anything about anything. So I think it's been a reasonably aggressive sort of battle. We didn't really need to go and attack him, but, you know, the AI wasn't going to move from his defensive position, so we had to. Just for that reason. But they are retreating, so this is going to be a victory, at least. Thank God for that. It is going to be a victory. The cavalry lost 1,000 men, which is bad news. We can't replace the losses. The last battle for Dave. At least the enemies lost 5,500 men. We have forced the issue. We've gained a victory here. I mean, we've got to take what you can get, I suppose. 2,300 casualties is not good news for us, really, but broken. This has now at least become a major victory. 6,500 casualties for them. 2,670 for us. 6,500 for him. 5 guns. And Wise twisted his ankle or something. But that was a major Confederate victory, and that we needed that. 25th of August, 1864. We really did need a victory here, and we got one, thankfully. Brigadier General Green has become famous amongst the men. A national hero, well. It didn't seem to change anything for the morale. Let's have a little read what it's got to say here. The Battle of Suffolk ended with the 18th Corps retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory. The enemy army running for their lives. The enemies reportedly suffered 6,670 casualties, 841 killed, none captured. Sadly, we couldn't really get anybody captured. Morale is believed to be confident. Our casualties were 2,670, only 300 killed, so it's not too bad. 792 missing. Deserted, maybe? The rest wounded. Morale is confident. Supply situation is critical. We've captured 4,000 rifles and 10 guns from the battlefield. Your obedient servant, Daniel H. Hill. So, yeah. Good. Let's give him the ambulance corps to see if we can get some of these sick and wounded men back into action. I am still completely... Menfield, we've now got 370,000. They've got 389,000. I think it was that close just a moment ago, but... Alright. Right, so Hill's command here. It was a decent battle that I thought. It was good numbers, and it was nice to have a major victory. And now, surely that's going to do confidence some good here. Hill's stats have got the up arrows going, so he's looking pretty good. He's quite aggressive, and, you know... where was the guy who was wounded? Wise. Was somewhat limited in commanders. Crutchfield looks alright. He's got no fame though. Brown has a little bit of fame. Let's go with Brown. So Hill's command is sitting around 40,000 men, but remember some of them are under Breckenridge up in the Shenandoah Valley, and we just attached Pickett's command to these guys. Pickett should be part of a different command. Let's actually we'll give him back to the Richmond defense. Don't think these guys improved any of their stats or anything like that because they weren't really involved, were they? Let's transfer Pickett back into Beauregard's force. Okay, cool. Now, the South Carolina Corps could push on Norfolk, but they do have a 3,000 man garrison there, so chances are they'll probably be rebuffed. I suspect we're going to have supply trouble as well, as usual. So we're going to pull these back a little bit. We'll move Pickett back to Petersburg. But that was good to give them a bloody nose there, and good to rack up a win of any kind at the moment. Actually, to be honest, it's been hard to come by. Let's press play and see what's happening. Butler withdrawing. The army of the James reported withdrawn. 2 have withdrawn. Okay. That's the prisoner I was talking about that I found earlier. So we're preparing for a siege in western Louisiana. Now this is the 7th Corps that we sent packing from the Mississippi, but I mean, we can't really take him on with Forrest's men. He's got less than 5,000. Somebody's up here at Memphis building a depot. And we've got no supply. We've got nothing here, basically. So, let's see now. Why don't we push up over towards Grenada, Mississippi? We'll cross the District of Arkansas unit over the Mississippi so they can hopefully take part in some of the more pertinent action. Also, it means we could push down and threaten Jackson, Mississippi, retake this supply point. It opens up a few more possibilities rather than staying on the western side of the Mississippi. So we have actually managed to resupply the cavalry corps, which is nice. We are besieging here. I'm not entirely sure. We have moved Magruder and he's building supply. Hopefully we're making a nice supply network over here in the Trans-Mississippi. We'll try and pull Forrest out if they come for us. I don't know if they definitely will, but we might. Democratic nomination announced. Democrats divided. Lincoln war effort in danger. Copperheads lose the nomination. End of war in sight. Well, that could be our way to gain a victory if Lincoln isn't re-elected. But I suspect these fellas in Virginia are going to have something to say about that. And if they push and gain a major victory again in Virginia, I would think that Lincoln will be re-elected. let's wait and see and find out. I guess this defeat at New Bern, why do I keep saying New Bern? This defeat at Suffolk won't have done them any good, really, because 6,600 casualties at this stage of the war, and a major defeat is probably not what the Union were wanting. And we're still struggling with supplies, but are we connected to any depot? No, we're not. There's nothing down here. I kind of resent having to build depots all over the place, but, you know, really you have to. Otherwise your armies are not up to scratch. Right, so we have built this fort. I mean, it's only got 60 men in it, but, you know, it's still a fort. I wonder if these numbers are accurate. 3,500 men in each. If so, we could go for a push on Knoxville. I know it would leave us pretty empty-handed in southwest Virginia, but it's definitely something to consider. Where his force has gone from Chattanooga. Can we just not see them? So I'm going to give these guys scouting orders, and we're going to press up a little bit to have a look. See if we can see anything. Glorious victory at Fort Desperate. Miles surrenders. The Battle of Fort Desperate has ended with the Union units retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory. The enemy suffered 871 casualties, 854 of which captured. So that's this little fort down here. And that means we can indeed push on Baton Rouge. And we'll do just that. This is Price's force crossing over. No food. And still pretty low on ammunition. Where on earth have these Union armies gone? Oh, there's 16,000 men in the Army of Arkansas now. We have taken Baton Rouge. Excellent. Where on earth is the Union? Where have these armies gone? There was like 100,000 men here. Union print new notes. I mean, they are in financial trouble. So we're taking Chattanooga here. With that will come this depot. But I'm absolutely baffled as to where those Union troops are gone. They've got 423,000 fielded now, or 380,000. So we're coming up on kind of 1 million men in the field almost. I'm going to call the episode to a close here. We had a nice victory against the Union there. I enjoyed that battle, even though it was a little frustrating at times. We're pushing south. We're going to threaten New Orleans. We're going to have 2 decent forces here, but not very well supplied, unfortunately. Although Price has managed to pick up some provisions from being back over on the other side of the Mississippi, and in what is really friendly territory, I guess, in the state of Mississippi. So we're going to push down towards Jackson, see if we can take that. And then we're going to meet up with Richard Taylor's force at Baton Rouge, and we're going to push on New Orleans and see what we can do there. It could be that we'll manage nothing, but we're going to try. And hopefully all of that will put a dampener on the Union cause for re-election. His national support is at 44. Ours is dumped down to 43 now. I'm not sure why it went down when we've had a victory and stuff. But anyway, our national morale is way higher than his. We're on 71 and 52. Morale of armies. Ours is 54. His is down to 46. We are down to 7 loyal states, however. So, yeah, things are looking okay, I think. I mean, it's still grim, of course, for us on the whole, but it's looking okay. It could certainly be worse at this point. I feel like we've managed to redeem ourselves a little with a nice little victory there in Virginia. I am absolutely baffled as to where his troops have gone. Have they pulled back up here? I mean, I noticed a new depot pop up, but surely they haven't pulled all the way back up to Carthage. But it is possible that they have. So that's probably where they've gone, I guess, because I'm not seeing them here in northern Alabama. We haven't seen them anywhere here in this Tennessee or Mississippi area. So who knows? Who knows where they are? But we're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, remember to leave a like, leave a comment, come back and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully. Whatever you're doing, have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.